Hi Flosstube, I'm Lori and welcome to Once Upon a Stitch. I've been staring at this camera now for the last 10 minutes, wondering what I was going to say, how I was going to say it, and I still don't know. So I'm just going to go with it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome all the new people who have subscribed to me since the last time I made my video. I noticed a jump in the numbers, so that's awesome. Thank you for all the returning people. It's a pleasure meeting with you well, it's supposed to be twice a month, but it is late this video, but it's either, and it's like today is Friday, February 21st, and it's about 5:10, let's see, 5:22 already. Wow, where'd the time go? Basically I stripped off my baby food clothes and just threw on a sweatshirt. I had Caleb today, so for the last 3 days, so my time was dedicated to him, and then my evenings were stitching. And I wanted to get this done a little bit earlier, but by the time I got everything situated, it's now or never. So I did want to come by and tell you what I've been working on, and maybe showing you some of the things I might be but stitching in March. I know there's a lot of March madness going on, but I'm going to save my madness till Mania, because that's crazy enough for me. And I do have a lot of large projects, and you can't see it now because I have you angled a little bit differently. I'm hoping the lighting won't be too bad. People have said that I was dark the last time, but my stitching was okay. And that's fine by me, because that's all you're here to see is my stitching. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you, I think I've shown you the finished stitch, and I almost FFO'd it. Oh, FFO'd it. I ran out of fiber fill, and because I want to be just like Vonna, I wanted Mountain Mist, and I went online, and Joann's doesn't carry it anymore, at my Joann's anyway. Michael's doesn't carry it, and Hobby Lobby doesn't carry that brand, so I googled it, and even Amazon didn't carry it in the fiber fill. I had to get it through Walmart, and I had to order it, and then I went to pick it up. And so since I was ordering one bag, I decided to order two. So it came in, but I didn't get a chance to stuff my little pillows, but I will share them with you, because other than being stuffed and sewn, they are done. Let's see, I have a new camera. So that's it, and hopefully I will stuff it by the next video. And then this was that was a Lizzie Kate. I'm sorry. This was a Lizzie Kate. It was a winter pattern, and in the winter it had a little string there. It had this sweetheart for Valentine's Day. It was stitched, but it wasn't FFO'd. And then this was my other one from Heart and Hand, the Valentine birds. And what I did was I did do the little pouch in here. Probably for a pair of scissors or something, but I have not stuffed it enough, so then I just have to finish up the bottom. So that's my almost FFO pieces. Okay, what have I been working on? Well, in no particular order, I'm just going to pull them out. And it seems like the first one I'm pulling out is the Templar Prophecy. And I don't know about you, but when people just show me part of what they're stitching and they don't show me the entire, like what the pattern looks like, I am lost, because I don't know every pattern. And I mean, maybe you do, but I like seeing the pattern, so I always try to always show the pattern. So this is the Long Dog Samplers Templar Prophecy, and I put in 2 days, and this is where I've gotten to in the 2 days. And so what I've stitched was page 3. Stitched the top of this, and down here, and a little bit here. So I still have a good amount to do. I don't know if you heard me. I think I might have been talking under my breath, but basically I stitched the top to the end of page 3. So now I have to work my way down. to the bottom there. And I do enjoy this. And there was a question that I had, I think I might have mentioned it in my last video, that there's a Facebook group for this. And what's nice about it is now more people are stitching it and joining the group and showing it that they're stitching it in different colorways. Some of them are just putting some, things are crazy, putting, like, adding touches of color in certain areas. And there was one I saw that it was a shield that they did in red, and I thought it was awesome. So the next one, this was a new start. I put it in the package upside down. This is Cottage Garden Forever and Ever, and it was just the first time starting it, so I didn't get too far. This is where I've gotten, and basically it's that flower right there. Okay. There you go. So I haven't filled in this section. I just put the veins in and the 2 leaves. So I have to finish the veins and then fill it in. So there's a lot of stitching in there. I thought it was going to be a quicker stitch, but no. There's a lot of stitching in there. So, but I like it. I like it, or I wouldn't be doing it, right? Okay, next one. I should have showed this in the beginning, but I held it till now. This was Prairie Schooler, the 3 pigs. And we have a finish. Yay! I folded it up, but because I wanted to get the effect of, I'm thinking of, this would be great in a red frame. What do you think? Right? I can get a, even if it's a black frame and I spray it, I think red would make it pop. But I'm really happy with the way it came out. And that was done on an, let me check my notes. Did I write it down? No, I did not. Yes, I did. Platinum Ada. Ada in platinum. I know, I have to tell you the fabric, I forget. This is Blue Dynasty, and this is Geranium. I have not touched this since last April. It was a birthday start for me, and Geranium. And I'm doing it on a 28 count Lugana in Blue Dynasty. And unless I say otherwise, the fabric was always purchased at Needleworker's Delight, because that's my needlework store. That for the most part I buy fabric there, unless I go on to 123 Stitch and buy Picture This Plus. So I finished her hat minus the beads. Bring that in closer. Her face, her arms, for the most part are done. She's holding, it looks like a bouquet of flowers, which I haven't done yet, but I started working down her dress. And I finished the purple in her wings, so the beading has to be done there. So next time I'll be working on the, I guess, the ruffles of her dress. This is a Stitch 10 challenge for me. I finished 2 of my Stitch 10. Maybe the other one's in here too, but I have a sign on my door of this 10 that I want to finish, and I completed 2 of them. Okay, the next project I stitched on was Prairie Schooler, the Village Sampler. And ta-da! You know, it's funny. I picked this up and I thought I had finished the house except the door of what I showed you the last time. But I don't know if it showed online or not when I showed it. I didn't finish the house. I still had like 3 or 4 rows here. The center section was undone, and the door. So I did all that, the little duck, and the tree, the fence, and I started the next house. Oh no. I completed the house. Sorry. I completed the house. I guess I made more progress than I thought. And I started on the next one. So that's where I am on the Village Sampler. This is a stitch 10 that I would like to get done. Okay. Oh, I started the Lizzie Kate pair of pilgrims, and I had shown, which was the photo that they caught on the last video, and I was starting her this month, and this is how far I've gotten. No mouth, but the face is done. That's where I've gotten to. Tomorrow I have a meetup of friends and stitching, and I was going to bring the Buckleberry sampler with me that I'll be stitching on tonight, but there's a lot of floss color changes, and I don't know if I want to deal with that in a group setting, so I don't know what I'm bringing with me. This is Jack Frost's farm. Picture didn't come out too clearly, but this will come out clearly because it's a finish. Yay! Jack Frost's farm. And that's done. So I will be doing then the 3 trees. Douglas, the pine, and the balsam. And the 3 of these will count as one of my stitch 10, and then Jack Frost Farm counted as 1. My computer's at an angle, so that's why like I'm holding it and it almost looks like it's crooked, because it is. Because my camera's at an angle and I don't know how to adapt to it. Okay, I hope I'm not shaking the table. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh, I haven't picked this up in a while, but I think this is this made day 6. That this is Puntini, Welcome Summer. There, I think I caught it. And I finished the first cabana and started the second cabana. I didn't put the outlining stitches in because I thought I'd do that when I have all 3 of the life preservers done. So this is how far I've gotten on that. Oh, this is stitched on. This is what I couldn't figure out because I was trying to compare it. It's darker than an ivory, but lighter than a taupe. And mushroom is darker than this, so I don't know the color of it. It's a very light tan, but I know there's no such color as a very light tan. But it's basically something like what's called for. And what it says, it's a light mocha. So maybe it's a light mocha. I can live with that. And 28 count Lugana. And this one I just started the last 2 days. This is the pet store from Little House Needleworks. And Wednesday, I don't know, I guess I think that my alarm's not going to go off early in the morning because I get up like at 5:30 when Caleb comes, so I can get washed, dressed, and downstairs in time for Rebecca to drop him off. And I think on the first day I'm always like, oh, what happens if the alarm doesn't go off? Like there's always that if. So I don't sleep. I wake up like every hour and I check the phone, check the clock. So So this is where I've gotten on the pet store. I didn't get very far at all. And this is done on a 28 count Lugana in light ash gray. This was a large piece. I was thinking of doing them like a few people have done, where they've done a slew of houses on one, like make it look like a street. But I don't know. I decided not to. I decided to make them all little finishes. And if you noticed, I'm getting really close to this edge when I have so much room on this side. I guess we all have done little mistakes like that. I think I will have enough to put the tree in. So I used a pinking scissor to cut this apart. Because when you use pinking scissors on fabric, it stops it from raveling, but doesn't stop it on this. So I'll probably have to do a zigzag stitch before I pick it up to stitch again. Okay. One more. Let's see, what was this one? Oh, I love this one. This is Stony Creek's Autumn in the Village. Close. And I started in the center at the bakery, and I'm moving to the side. I finished the tree, and I started the next building, which will be the grocery store. None of the outlining stitches are in the second house, so it doesn't show as nicely as that first one is. I've been outlining as basically I go. I'm trying to take note that if more stitches have to go next to the stitch, I will not outline it until all the stitches are laid down, and then outline them so they don't get lost. So that is all that I stitched since the beginning of February. So what will I be stitching? Tonight I'm hoping to work on Rosewood Manor Buckleberry Sampler. Somebody mentioned that I hadn't worked on this in a while, and it was in my pile to work on towards the end of February. So yes, will be doing this one. But I have to say, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. It's beautiful. I love it, but it's like 4 stitches, another color. 2 stitches, another color. So it'll take me a while to get into the groove of this. And then my 2 days will be up, and I will pick something else. Then I'm going to stitch Satsuma Street Autunno. And this is where you've seen it last. I haven't stitched anything further on it. I was thinking of bringing this to the stitch meetup, but like I said, I really haven't decided what I'm going to bring, and it's tomorrow morning. I have to get up early. I'm working on this as one piece, the Little House Needleworks Early American series. I'm still working on the center block. I have to do the 2 birds and the bottom fill in underneath here of the red. So this is my progress on that. Oops. There. I haven't decided about the border that Vonna has graciously given to anybody who wanted it. But I will be stitching on that. I haven't touched this in a while either, but I'd like to have it finished before Christmas this year. And that is the Holiday Quaker. And the last time you've seen it, and this is on a 28 count Haunted. No, it's not Haunted, but it looks like Haunted. Haunted was the Halloween one. This is the Holiday Quaker. The Halloween was on Haunted. This one, they just asked, needleworkers asked me if I wanted a gray tone or a blue tone, and I told them a gray. So this is where you've seen it last, I was working on the house here. So I'll probably work down in this area. It is pretty. The colors are lovely. So I would like to see that finished before Christmas if possible. No promises, no promises. No stress, no stress. Okay, this one is on my Stitch 10. And this is Stacy Nash's Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. And what I decided to do, which I remembered this time, was I'm going to stitch down the side to make sure I have enough room before I go into this house. So that's where I am at. It's really pretty. I do need some threads to finish that house, and you don't realize how large that house is. You know, in a picture like this, yeah, you think it's large, but it's really large. Okay, and I think the last one I have here to get me through to the beginning of March is Shakespeare's Peddler, Jenny Bean and Friends. There you go. Don't look at my hands, please. They're constantly in water. Washing my hands all the time with the baby, and they do know. And I don't put hand cream on because I forget to do it at night. And this is where I've gotten so far, and I'm going to pick that up again. And this is on a 28 count Lugana in Cameo. This is what Needleworkers calls it, Cameo. So that's what I've been working on and what I will be working on. And let's see, I have my notes here. I just want to mention one Flosstuber that I just found. They're actually new to Flosstube, and their name is For Love of the Stitch. And it's Ashley and Tina. And the reason I'm laughing is because I thought they were friends. But she kept calling her mother. And I'm like, that can't be her mother. Well, it turns out it is her mother. Her mother looks awfully good for her age. I don't know what her age is. Maybe she is young, but she looks fabulous. And she's a grandma of 2 children. And they show a lot of finishes, previous finishes, and what they're working on. And they just put up, well, that's Ashley and Tina. Tina's the mom. And Ashley lives in Pennsylvania and Tina lives in New Jersey, and they get together to film. But I guess not too far, you know, over the border like type of thing. And in the third video, it was a real short video, Tina brought in her youngest daughter. I believe she was 12, Lily. What a natural in front of the camera. She's adorable. And she showed some of her stitching. It wasn't cross stitching, but it was stitching just the same. And it was fun to watch. Alrighty. Now, if for those that are not interested in the family stuff, I'll see you next time. I hope you come back for a visit. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. And I'll just bring you up to speed with everything. Amy, the last time we spoke, we attended a little party for Amy before she left. James and Amy flew out to Chicago to get her settled. Her play, Hit Her With the Skate, will be opening previews will be March 10th. James will go out for that, and her parents are going out for the grand opening, which is March 18th, and it's going to be at the Royal George Theater in Chicago. And just wanted to show you a few pictures. They gave James and Amy gave Sal and I the wedding book of their wedding. This is my mother-in-law right there. She's 92 years old. God bless her. And this is Rebecca and Michael. Sorry, scam. And that's my son James and Amy, Rebecca and Michael. And I'll just show you a few pictures inside. This is James and Amy getting ready. love this picture of them. And then this is the family shot. Let's see, where's my finger? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Let's see, this is Amy's side of the family. And then the other side, I won't point, will be our side of the family. So it was a fun day. It was a fun day. Okay, so we have a cousin visiting us from Australia again. Not the same cousin, but a different cousin, and we're thrilled that they're coming. When we went to Australia, we met him for the first time. Actually, his parents came, I met them, oh gosh, I don't know, over 40 years ago when they were on their honeymoon. When they got married, his parents got married. So he's coming with his wife and young son. I don't know, the son is maybe about 8 years old. I'm not really sure about the ages. But they're coming for a visit in April. And getting the family together at the house so that we can have dinner together and everybody can meet them. And so that'll be fun. I'll be probably hosting Easter. Even though it's like 2 months away, I thought I'd just share this information because it's just coming up. And then yesterday, Caleb was 5 months old. And thought I'd show a few pictures. A few people have asked for updates of Caleb. Let's see, can we get a close? That's my little sweetheart. Yeah, we play all day. Play, sing, dance. He's my life right now. And that's about it. I think I've shared everything with you. Like I said, I have a meetup tomorrow with my stitchy friends. I haven't had that in a long time. I haven't left Sal for a length of time since his operation. But he's fine now. He's getting better. He's at physical therapy, twice a week, and 3 times was a bit much last week. We had a little bit of a setback last weekend, but he's better. We're moving forward. We go to the doctor on Monday, so hopefully he'll say all good things, and that's it. Nothing new on my end. I just go with the flow, and I'm just happy. I'm happy to, oh, I know what I forgot. I have a very little bit of haul, but I would like to share it with you because I tried getting Baby It's Cold Outside, the pattern that everybody is stitching on for Leann. They were doing, Leann and Barb were doing a sal with that pattern from Heartstring Samplery, and I wasn't going to do it, but now everybody's doing it in memory of Leann. So now that I try to get the pattern, it's out of print right now, or out of stock, and so eventually I will get it. But in the meantime, I bought this pattern because this one reminds me more of Leann, because Leann finished this into a beautiful, beautiful pillow. And this is Wintertime, and it's by New York Dreamer. And then they did a video where she showed Barb how to finish the pillow exactly the way Leann finished it. So I don't know, to me this was more Leann. And then I watched Farmgirl's latest video a couple of days ago, and she felt the same way. She bought this pattern and like is stitching it in memory of Leann too. So I thought that was really awesome that the two of us thought of that. The other pattern I picked up, because when I was stitching Liberty Lane, I kept in my mind saying Lantern Lane. I knew it wasn't Lantern Lane, but I kept saying it. So this time I bought Lantern Lane. I know a lot of people have done it already. I don't usually get on the bandwagons at the time. I have to make sure that I want to do it, and now I want to do it. So I bought those 2 patterns and then some threads, because we always need threads for our projects. Some dental arts and some weeks. Okay, that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I hope you enjoy the family meet information. And until next time, I'm hoping, I didn't look at a calendar for sure, but I'm hoping around the 15th I can come back and give you an update for March, and then the end of the month again. I like to get back on that schedule of the middle of the month and the end of the month. I know I'm late this time, but I'll try and do better. Sometimes life just gets in the way. Until next time, bye everybody. Take care.